When I tell y'all my God is good, my God is motherfucking good. You about to get right.
All right. I've been
see my man in 3 motherfucking days.
What I'm saying, like,
what up?
Hey man, I'm out here kicking it like, you know, like the, you know, how they got the troll. They say the troll to it. Every time somebody walk through here, I figure out what the trolls are. We the trolls. The homeless people are the trolls. They try to see how we gonna live, survive, how many gonna check out, how many gonna survive. And, you know, that's the way it is. So you got to use your brain cells in order to stay in front of the game. The weather ain't gonna get you, because you can't be out there in that sun too tough. You better find your tree and don't hope no limb fall like that motherfucker on you. Like, oh God, you doing wrong, boy. A limb will break and fall right on your head. And see, like these people that go up there in Griffith Park, up there, yeah, up there. It's wonderful up there. They don't know whether them limbs will fall down. They think they got it made up there because they up above us.
Hey, get right. What do you have to say to the people that are concerned about people that don't have a home, don't have shelters? What do you say about them? Should they be concerned, or should they mind their business and let you continue the life here? Should they know?
Well, fact of the matter is, we all need each other in order to, you know, like to make this thing keep going. And if you feel like you want to stay in the house, in order for you to get what you need, you got to come out here by us. So you're going to need us. I mean, we your protection. We your everything. You got to come down here and buy water. You got to come down here and like get everything, your supplies and shit. And then like when you lose your home, they don't have no life skills, but they've been sheltered all their fucking life. And I would behoove them, the ones that have a home, come out here and get to know some of these people that don't have a home.
Man, bro, when I tell you this, man, like I said, for 3 days, I was like, every time I leave you, I'm like, if I'm ever going to see him again. And my good friend Dave Chappelle, man, he know what my connection is to you. And he's a practicing Muslim. He follows the Quran. And he said, Donnell, you got a good heart, man, because it's something about people like yourself that they speak about in the Quran that are God gifts and angels to people that don't even know, man.
Select. They call those people the select. They are the select, a chosen few who has been chosen by God to have certain missions, like myself.
Right.
And my job is to come out and tutor and, you know, like to keep this thing going. You know, if I see you going wrong, I mean, I'm a teacher, you know, like I didn't go to school. I went to school. I didn't go to school just to come around here and be homeless. I mean, like it's the organization, the authorities, who has taken everything away from me. They have stolen my identity, my identification. And they have made it so hard for me to even do anything for myself. I can't even describe who the fuck I am.
Well, we know who you are, man. And you get right. I'm on my 21st episode, man. And if you read my comments, man, the streets are loving you, bro. And we got some plans, man. You got to keep it
I died. Look, they stole my phone last week. I had a phone when I got a phone.
Right.
And I checked you out. I looked you up on YouTube. And I saw Dick Gregory. I seen some Dick Gregory. You know,
right.
Like you, like. I was looking for me though, but I know I'm Dick Gregory.
Right, there it is. Yo, my man, get right. You looking good, man. The street, Morgan Freeman, and the street Dick Gregory, bro.
Man, you look at Mr. Freeman. He went to school with my mama, man. Like,
who?
Morgan Freeman went to school with my mama.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you know, my mama know him. And like the boy with the lazy eye.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, yeah. He come through here every once in a while, man.
Right.
Yeah, my mom know him.
Right.
You know, so I don't know what their connection is with, what her connection is with Forrest. But like she went to school with Morgan.
Right.
Like,
if you had to say something to the streets and the fans about this podcast and this show, what would it be?
Keep your eyes on the authorities. Keep your eyes on the authorities. Don't look at the authorities.
Right.
That started from, like, you know, the government. The government is the one who orchestrated this bullshit. They trying to collapse the economy. They are trying to collapse the economy. And they going to even, a new world order finna come around.
Another question. How do you keep your strength, your peace, and your integrity?
First of all, like you see this bar, put this on here.
Uh-huh.
This is what I get my peace like this right here.
Exercise.
Yes, it is. And what I be trying to eat, I be like solitude. I like solitude. Because like anybody else out here, they got problems. I got problems. Like, don't bring your problem to me. Because I'm trying to deal with my problem, my integrity. That's what you asked me about.
Don't make my problem your problem.
Right, and don't make your problem my problem. And so you have to check your own integrity. And, you know, like if I'm sitting down eating, what son of a, like in a home training, if I'm sitting down eating, I will come stand right in front of you and put my ass in your face.
Nah, that we ain't do. Only Charlemagne do that type of
See,
shit.
look at, and see, I be running into that situation like that.
Right.
Now, I'm going to put this out there like this, and I want you to broadcast this right here.
We got you.
Okay, you hear the helicopter right there? They know I ain't lying.
Right.
If I'm sitting down eating, and you bring your ass up here, put your dick, pussy, ass in my face, I'm going to get something, I'm going to get up and pick up something and knock your motherfucking brain.
There it is.
And I'm ready to go to jail behind that.
Protect your neck. Get right.
And
We love you, bro.
I don't like to be disrespected like that.
Right.
I just like, I'm learning how to use my eyes. If I see something, it look good, blink, look away.
Right.
You know, don't sit up there like stalk this goddamn woman walking down the street.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. My co-host, she got a nice
I know what you're saying.
and I'm telling you, in the streets, I drop a poster every episode. They said, let her put it up. What do you have to say to the women out there that got it back there like that?
Hey man, look at here. Be proud of it. Shit, flunk with that Diamond said in Players Club. You got to use what you got, what you want.
Yeah.
Shit, like if she got it like that, boy, go on up there.
Go on up there, put that poster up there.
And watch out them like,
oh.
And see, that's payback. That's
payback.
You know, you got a shot to go straight to the top. I mean, you got a fan base. Boy, look, you got a fan base, and they'll pick you up and carry you wherever you got to go.
Right.
Want to go. And just use what you got. And take it a step further. See, like you can manipulate. I won't use the word manipulate. You can grow.
Right.
I won't say manipulate.
Right.
But you see, she get all that. They want her to put it up. Shit, go talk to a motherfucker like, you know, got some publishing rights or something.
Right.
Shit. Hey, look at him, son. Like, look at him. Hey, then you go in there and sit down and talk to him. He gonna be all on it.
Yeah,
look, he right there like, oh, yeah. She got to do it, calculate this shit.
Calculated, Javanta, calculated, Donnell Rawlings. Get right, the Donnell Rawlings Show. We love you, bro.
All right.
You have one.
I'm trying not to interrupt.
Hey,
I'm trying not to
yo. It's Black Cat.
I'm trying not to
Donnell Rawlings.
I'm trying not to interrupt. I'm trying not to interrupt.
Man.
I'm trying not to interrupt.
Yo,
Like whatever this is.
Hold on, let me
I'm
slide
trying
back
not to
6'2".
interrupt.
Oh, not yet. We're not ready yet. We're getting ready. You know when you hear that noise. Hey, Javanta, how you doing?
Hey.
When you hear that noise, you know what it's about to be. It's about to be a Corona-free podcast. Shout out to all the people that have survived Corona. Shout out to all the people that are dealing with it or in the hospital. And they don't know what's going to go on next. But remember, God's got your back. Your family got your back. And you're going to be okay. I want to start off by saying thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. We went from 30,000 subscribers to the hot number of 35. 35 subscribers. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You see how the voice changed? Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, if I was in Brooklyn, I would say, yo, word to mother. Want to thank everybody supporting the podcast. Y'all niggas came through like the Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. But when I hear this, I gotta say, you know what, guys? We really appreciate your subscriptions. A lot of people said that I wouldn't be able to sell not one goddamn black ash candle. Mm-hmm. Guess what, Javanta?
What?
After 200 candles sold, you guys can get these nuts. That's right. You said I couldn't sell a candle. Not one candle. I sold 50.
Oh, yeah.
You said nobody wanted to smell your black ash. Guess what? Angela Yee smelled my black ass. Ash. L'Oreal smelled my black ash. I'm going to say pause before I say the next one, but Joe Rogan lit a blunt off of my black ash. That's why we're going to take this time to thank him and thank you. You the viewer, you the listener. We want to thank God for dropping that motherfucking poster before we started. Look at God. My God is a good God. My God is so good. He let that poster drop off of the wall and Javanta came up and I saved the day. Cause when I tell you my God is a real he's a real for all you dirty comment motherfuckers want the poster to fall, well it fell. And Javanta came to the rescue.
Always.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling energized. Glad to be out the house. I'm feeling it.
Yo. Yo, let me tell you something. Haters gonna hate. We all know who they are. People that can't do it. Mm-hmm. People that can't do what I do. Mm-hmm. People that can take no risk. This
is a risk.
Is a risk.
Donnell,
No. Go ahead. I feel like Carrie in the movie. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you.
No, I commend like your tenacity with this hairstyle. You just.
It's not a style.
It's a style. It's the George Jefferson. It's the George Jefferson.
Did I bring it back? I just make me want to walk like this. But I'm gonna tell
you have so much confidence.
I do have confidence. You know why? Here's the reason why I have confidence. And this is the reason why it's become a big thing. It's because I ain't gonna let y'all suffer through the whole thing. I'm gonna give y'all a little cap right here through the story. You know what I'm saying? It's become a big thing. And you know why? I'm gonna tell you why it's become a big thing. Because like men are like women to a certain extent when it comes to insecurities. The reason why a lot of people, it's inevitable that a person is going to lose their head. It doesn't happen to everybody. For the most part, motherfuckers going to lose their head. It's God's way of saying, get out of the clubs, nigga. It's God's way of saying, leave the club, nigga. You can't fool these young bitches. It's God's way of saying, I will not let you kill this situation. Yeah. So, you get comfortable, especially with black people. Black people, we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, your shit started going. And my shit started going, I think I was like 28, it started going, but I was in denial. Y'all niggas know, motherfuckers be in denial. You know it's about to go, but you be in denial. You start beefing with your barber. You like, man.
You start pushing it to the front.
Yo, you start pushing it to the front. You be like, man, I don't fuck with that nigga no more. He can't cut. Right? You'll start saying, he can't cut. You know what I'm saying? This is when you know, this is your true sign. You know it's about to go. I know the poster look nice, but let me make sure we're good over here. This is like, I just want to, it ain't nothing, it's just, we, I love you, man.
We good.
You know it's starting to go. This is your first time. Anybody that's listening to this, I don't know if white guys deal with it the same way, but you know your hairline about to go. When you go to your barber, you look at them right in the face, you say, look, don't fuck with the front. You like this, you start doing, like you start dipping away, and he go, you like this. Nigga, chill. Don't fuck with the front, nigga. You fucked me up the last time. You start doing this. You start doing this shit. Then you like, nah, all right, last time, you start doing like this. All right, next time, just hit the edges. And because you fucked me up. You fucked my baby hairs up.
But when was the moment when you were like, listen,
I'm
done.
I'm going to tell you, I was with this nigga named Big Tuck, right? This is a true story. This nigga was 7 feet tall, right? So he had an aerial view. Like he wasn't like Kevin Hart could have never told me it's time to let it go, cause he see up under nigga chin. Kevin Hart look under your nuts. Be like, yeah, you gotta shave that, son. But I remember Big Tuck. I was living in Brooklyn, and he was standing directly over top of me. He was looking down, and he looked me right in my face, man, with no jokes. Then he said, "Come on, man, what the fuck are you doing?" He said, "Let it go." He was like, "Let it go," but I didn't want to, and this is the reason why I didn't want to let it go. Because I know people, they're going to like, get a story out. This is why I want to let it go. A lot of people don't know I was a premature baby.
Oh, yeah, so was that why the shoulders are up?
The shoulders up? I was an incubator nigga. I was an incubator baby.
You got no neck and it's just shoulder right here.
No, nigga, I had a neck. I mean, nah, I probably didn't. But I was an incubator baby. Like, my mother went home before I left the hospital. Right? I was born, I think, like 4.5 pounds, right? I was almost didn't make it, nigga.
Damn.
Right? And so when you're in an incubator, they gotta, especially when you're young, they gotta keep turning your head because your hair's easy to be molded. So they gotta rotate a nigga head, right?
Did you have a helmet or no? Did you wear a helmet?
Do you have the patience? Huh? I don't think I had a helmet. I'll ask my mother. I'll call my mother later and say, Mom, did I have a helmet? Right? But so the nurses, they supposed to turn you. Like, so your shit won't get fucked up. They ain't give a fuck about me in that DC General Hospital. They had me on one side. Just one side. They didn't switch me over. So, nigga, I don't know if you can notice right here, this is flat.
Yeah, I see.
And this side is round. Fucking with that incubator.
That's what it was.
The incubator. So I grew up, I had a big head, skinny nigga, big head. I grew up having a complex about the back of my head.
Yeah.
So even though I knew I was like, I'm dark-skinned, dark-skinned, bald head niggas look different than light-skinned bald head niggas.
Yeah.
We glisten.
Yeah, it's a different type
It's
of
a
energy.
different one. It's like black ash. It's mumfungo. Like it's like burgundy, but you know, the darker ball you are, like this motherfucker is going to fuck my brains out. Right? So dark skin dude, because the first thing they say when you cut your hair, you like, I see you chocolate.
Yeah.
You start being
You're like not dark chocolate. You're like milk chocolatey.
Caramel.
Yeah, I would say you're
caramel.
Like,
yeah, cinnamon.
A little darker than cinnamon.
That's my color on Bobby Brown butt makeup too. I'll explain that later. So listen, I always had a complex about my head, and when Tuck looked over top of me, he said, "Man, what the fuck you doing? You need to let it go." I was like, niggas gonna try to start smacking me in the back of my head. Mm-hmm. But when I shaved it, it was just like, if you've been your whole life, you've had hair, then all of a sudden it's like, this was gonna be, it could be like, psychologically, you gotta get adjusted to it.
Yeah.
The same way I gotta get adjusted to it right now. Am I happy? I already know, nigga, I'm an old head.
Yes.
And so,
yeah, you are. We've embraced it.
Anything got to do with old head, you can't say, yep, that's my dad. She can't wait to disrespect me when it comes to an old head goddamn joke.
Oh, man, it's love.
But, you don't want to.
But what age, I'm asking, what age were you, where were you in your life, and what was your life like? Like, what was your career like?
I was doing stand-up.
So you were just like, fuck it.
But I was trying to save it. I was trying to say, it's probably one picture floating around there with me with a headline. Mm-hmm. But I was just like, I wasn't trying to do it. I started doing the hat shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to do it. Then I just said, fuck it, And then when I did, I just had to get a level of confidence with my hair like that. The same way the point I'm making is like, even with, I know motherfucker, no, fuck that. I don't want to look a certain age, so-and-so. But at the end of the day, especially now, I say with the corona stuff going on, you start thinking of life different. At the end of the day, if you're an old nigga, you're an old nigga.
Yeah.
If you're an old nigga, you're an old nigga. But the thing is, do you act like an old nigga? I don't act like an old nigga. You see them jeans I be wearing sometimes, and you be like, you got your young boy jeans on. She be shitting on me. She be like, I be like, yo, what you think about these? Oh, you got your young boys on? I'm like, man, I ain't ready for J. Crew, nigga. I ain't ready for dad mom jeans.
You got style though. You got style.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. So with that, and like what I'm going through right now, it's just like me. I think the one reason why they're doing it everywhere, because it gives a form of security with yourself and your thoughts. Mm-hmm. There's a point where you say, I don't give a fuck what nobody think. You know what I mean? Like, we can create the illusion all we want. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, who you are will show in time. So I'm like, I ain't gonna do it forever. But yesterday, man, I used shampoo. And when I mean shampoo, I mean Irish Spring. I just lathered that shit up, nigga. I was like, don't play yourself, right? I did it, and like, yo, nigga, I act like I was in a motherfucker. Effervescent. What is those? One of those shampoo commercials. I felt like I was like this. With this, I was like this. Oh, I'm so glad I got to clean my hair.
Isn't it liberating just being in these times where I just feel comfortable? Like I'm at home not wearing makeup. I just feel like I'm myself. My nails.
My point I was about to make about that is the same way. It's like you could present yourself any kind of way you want, but eventually the real you is going to shine. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear people on Instagram. It's so funny on Instagram. You see so many these women, right? And it's like, it's one pose, it's one angle, and they're fishing for comments. Gorgeous, stunning, slaying, like fucking fierce, all that shit gorgeous. Guess what? With the right makeup artist, I could be the finest bitch on the internet. Yo, no, real talk. And I mean that in a way, it's like when you contour, do all this type of shit, and you can present yourself that way all you want, but eventually a nigga gonna see the real deal. And then a lot of women, this is what I don't appreciate about the makeup shit, is that a lot of women, they only feel a certain way when they say put their face on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's what you feel comfortable in, then that's not you.
But I feel it's okay to feel both ways. It's okay to be comfortable in your own skin, but also we want to.
I'm not speaking to that person. I'm speaking to the person that refuses to see anybody without anything on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, there has to be something psychological with that, because you don't ever want anybody to see you at your rawest form. That's why I respect, and I'm not saying it, I'm not disrespecting women that do it, whatever, but women, we know. Like, we know. We know night face. Yep, yo, the worst when you see night face at like 10 o'clock in the morning and shit, you're like, why do you got bottle face on right now? We ain't got no lights to tone that down. That's just it. You know, but we know, and I know that, you know, I'll probably get some flack from women, but I'm gonna tell you, it's just like that stripped down, this is who I am, period. But this is who I am. You know what, for a dude, the best thing is when you meet a bitch, right?
A lady.
Queen, whatever.
Queen.
You know, you meet them and you see them and they probably not even all serving face. They ain't got their best beat on.
Yeah.
Like a laundromat or some shit like that, or the grocery store. And you could look at a bitch, right? And you could look at a bitch and you'll be like,
a queen.
A queen bitch.
A queen.
I'm gonna
say
speak.
with me. Queen.
Say with me, bitch. What's my favorite word? Bitch. Why you gotta say it like short?
I can't stand you.
Yo, don't take away my bitches. I'm saying when I use that word, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I mean it in the most respectful Nubian way I could mean it. I mean it like bad bitch. Okay? I mean it like boss bitch.
All right. I'll take that.
That's how I mean it.
Okay.
I don't mean it like dirty bitch, cause that's there. You know, but I don't mean it like that. But when a man sees a woman at a grocery store, somewhere casual, just out, just randomly, and you see it, and you see her face, and you're like, oh man, she's attractive. And we know like this, she's attractive in the easiest state she could be in. So I know when it's time to turn up, it's gonna be on. The same reason why that video, what's the video? Don't look, don't rush.
Oh, the Don't Rush Challenge.
Don't rush. I like that concept. That concept is so dope, and everybody's doing it. But the one that I saw that was so dope is when all the fucking black women. I think there was mostly black women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Black queens, goddesses, the Nubians, the Erykah Badu's.
Yes.
Yo, they did that one, and it was so dope to me because you saw these, and not only you saw them in a very natural state, but you saw them as serving our country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we forget when you think about the military, and I know this may be wrong. First thing a picture you think of is a crazy white dude that grew up bow hunting deers and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You like that, fuck, we're gonna get them. But you don't think about the beautiful women. You don't think about the dimes. You don't think about like women that could have been possible models. You don't think about that. You just think like it's a man military.
Yeah.
But to see these women in their fatigues and like straight stripped down, you got a certain regulation, you got to have your hair a certain way. And then when they took that hat and they came back, I was like, damn, yo, every one of them bitches killed it.
Yeah.
And then the thing about it was everyone, for the most part, their bodies was on fire. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a couple probably that was pushing the limit, pushing the weight requirements or whatever. But it just, they had different body types. Mm-hmm. And it was just, that video was just so, I got first name for Anthony Anderson had on his page. I don't know what he was doing with it. Yeah. I don't know what he was doing it, but it was just so dope to see them make that transition from one state to a next
another,
stage.
yeah.
And whether women believe it or not, men really appreciate that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I'm just saying, it's when you just caught up on your whole attitude changed when you got your face on.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers, and then you know what I'm talking about.
I'm guilty.
I know you are, son. I know you are, because it's a face that you have, right? It's one face, and you got many faces, right? You got many faces. It's one face you have. I was like, oh, this bitch about to be ugly. It's this one face you got. That's when you got the lashes on, and then the lashes make you blink slow as shit, and you cannot blink happy with lashes. Yo, big lashes, you can't blink happy.
Because they're heavy, you gotta blink
heavy.
slow.
And then it's like, when you get those joints on, it's the conversation, the language is more like, what?
Are you talking to me?
Anyway, yeah, that beat right there is probably one of my most unfavorite beat on any bitch. Them goddamn lashes, and I hate to see them lashes at 12 noon. Yo, man, you got them joints, you should be like a vampire. You should only come out at night.
They're individuals, you know, so they stay on. You don't take them off.
Is it too much, though? You can't match that face. You can't match them lashes with a regular face. It don't look right. Yo, if you see,
go overboard with it.
Oh my God, the worst thing to do when you see these joints at 12 noon at a day party in Atlanta with no makeup on, you like, bitch, you just can't work. You don't need those chicken and waffles. Take your ass home. Nobody wants to see the midnight beat.
Right.
At 12 noon.
Right.
And then you ain't got no options. You can't tone it down.
No. That's it. That's like set.
So someone like that, that means the only thing they care about is glamour.
Well, yeah, I think that's just what the style is. That's what's in right now. It's easy. You got to understand, like, waking up and going is like the best thing. We got to worry about hair. We got to worry about all this stuff. Like, it's just one less thing we got to do.
You know where I see those lashes the most?
Mm-hmm.
In Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they lit right now. Atlanta, Georgia's unlocked. Well, partially open right now, so.
All right. They just opened up. They starting to open up states.
Mm-hmm.
First joint they opened up was Georgia, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Specifically Georgia, but Atlanta. How many niggas in Atlanta?
A lot. Hopefully they abide by the rules.
It's all niggas in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see what's going on here. One of my favorite things to do is abuse a race card. And right now, I'm going to use Atlanta. Atlanta, not only did they open up Atlanta, but they opened up certain facilities. Barbershop, salons, bowling alley. They might as well just open up motherfucking JR Cricket, Lemon Wings. They opened up the most niggerishest places you could go. Mm-hmm. And them niggas couldn't wait to get outside.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. Okay, why do you think it's bad?
Well, I think it's bad.
And I'm gonna tell you why it's bad. And, oh yeah, damn, you right.
See, I told you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can't even get a train of thought out. I think. Ew.
Go.
That angle. Can you show them that angle? I gotta look at that.
What you talking about? Go tell your punk ass story about what you think is bad about it.
You know what? I just think it's bad because clearly we have a tremendous issue with our community, within our community, and I'm hoping and praying that the majority of black businesses.
What you mean in our community?
Black community.
What issues?
The issues that we have with the coronavirus. We're the ones that are dying. Our community.
All right, you know what? When I talk about that, people get mad. Like, when other people do that,
it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if we take heed, let me finish. If we take heed, and these businesses are cautious, considering that they're allowed to have their businesses open, hopefully they stay closed, and that way we protect our community. That's all.
Protect our community?
Yes, by keeping from the virus, by spreading the virus, keeping their businesses closed during this time. And if all the blacks are in Atlanta or in Georgia, and they're able to continue with their business, hopefully people stay their asses home. That's all.
You know how we could protect our community from the coronavirus or anything? It ain't just with anybody. Don't do dumb shit.
Like
there's ways. Like everybody's like, oh, they open it up too soon or whatever, right? Like, oh, everybody gonna rush out. You know what? Who's gonna rush out and not gonna be smart? Stupid people. Stupid. Now, this doesn't apply to, understand, like, you got first responders that go out. You know what I mean? You got people that, like, really are true, like, essential to the economy and everything. That's a different story. They have to come in contact.
Right.
They have to continue with a certain life that puts them in a position where it could happen. But at the same time, if people, you know, really focus on the precautions that you need to take, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not a doctor, but I know there's an easy way for a certain group of people to not get corona.
I feel like that is true, but at the end of the day, we still don't understand what it is. So we can take precautions.
This is the point I'm making. We can't. We don't know what it is, but eventually niggas gonna go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people think niggas gonna get a vaccine before the summer, they crazy.
Yeah.
If people think that they're gonna have a cure for it just like that, they're crazy. I think this cure would be. People will have more interest and it'll be expedited because there's no stigma attached to this. Stigma. You know what I'm saying? The shit that like, oh, that's a fucked up disease to get. It's not attached to that. It's any man's joint. Anybody. Innocent, it ain't gotta be with gay, black, or risky behavior. It's just like, oh shit, I touched some shit. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, people are always like, we got to see you when it's over. It's not going to be over. Eventually, people will not going to, I want to say take chances, but people are going to have to alter their lifestyle and move different. You just got to move different.
Yeah, I saw that in Sweden. They don't have lockdown. They're like living life as normal.
Yeah, what I'm saying,
a herd community.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like, when I say the niggas that run out there, the niggas that's going to get it is the stupid niggas out there going to day parties because they want chicken and waffles, trying to get bitches and shit like that. That's going to be the stupid shit. But the whole thing about this and moving forward, period, is that motherfuckers got to move different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the news, the top story, and we said this podcast, I don't want to do the corona shit, but it's the top shit. It's the lead shit and everything. The only thing that the news wants to report is the tragedy of it. The only thing they want to support is like, they fucking live to say 30,000 more cases. Yeah, because we had 30,000 more tests.
I feel like that's because there's so many dumb people out there that aren't taking the precautions, so they have to instill that.
The point I'm making is like, I get the seriousness of it or whatever, but eventually your lifestyle is going to be altered and you got to move different. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I got to move different. I'm going to move different. I have to move different. For what I do, I know I did, a week ago, I did Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Great job. You killed that. I actually felt like you led that whole podcast.
You know why? This is what people don't understand. Like, you know why? And this is why Joe's show is so great. And he's a great interviewer because he's a great listener, too. He's done over 1,300 shows, right? Wow. And I know, like, the energy, like, even with me with this show, this is a learning process for me. Yeah. From the mic setup to the sound. And I know people are being critical of us, but I listen to some of it I don't, But it's all, I always knew it's in the experience of learning how to do this. I knew I was going to fuck up.
Yeah.
I knew niggas was going to talk shit. But I knew that I was going to get a stride sooner or later. And then I was going to do it in a Frank Sinatra, my way.
Yeah.
And Joe, like, the one thing, like you said, it seemed like I led that or whatever, because if he's interviewing somebody, as long as the conversation is interesting and engaging, he gonna let it go. And I'm pretty sure after talking to thousands of people for 2.5 hours over, I don't think he ever has a problem with listening to somebody else talk.
Yeah.
He's not an interrupter. I, on the other hand, am an interrupter.
Yes.
You know, but it's always a pleasure going on that show. But going back to my point, so, like, I wanted to do a show again. I wanted to talk about Black Ash. I wanted to, like, so much things have happened in my life since the infamous Interrupter cast. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? To the tune of, this is the 20th episode. And I just wanted to share some stories. I did Tony Hinchcliffe's show, Kill Tony. That was a fucking popping joint. I did Bert Kreischer. I was doing the Martin Lawrence tour. It was just so much to go talk about. So I was like, yo, nigga, let me get on the show. He's like, all right, let's get you in. When you hear somebody say get you in, you don't know. So you got to, I let that sit for a day right there. I say, you got to say shit. You got to talk like white people. I was like, look, can we get it on the books? Like, nigga, don't tell me I got you. Because I got you mean like, all right, oh shit, I forgot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Big Boy from Big Boy Neighborhood, I ain't trying to blow him up, but that nigga been gotten me
for years?
For like 2 years now. Whatever you need, I got you. Like, when you gonna get me, son? Come on, Big Boy, I got shit to talk about. Right, so I wanted to go in there again, and then I said, let's get on the books. He was like, let's do next Thursday, right? This is what he told me. He said, let's do next Thursday. He said, oh yeah, I took a corona test. He said, corona negative, right?
So and he got a test.
Yeah, he got a test. So I text back. I said, yas, corona negative, right? Then he's like, I'll see you next week. I was like, yas,
yes,
right? So this is so funny. So I get ready, and I do practice social distancing. Mm-hmm. I don't socialize with people. You know what I'm saying? I do a run to 7-Eleven, get coffee. I mean, niggas got to get out the house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going out doing no corona parties and shit. But I'm going to be prepared because for the most part, anywhere you go, motherfuckers is practicing all of this shit.
Yeah.
I almost got in a fight with this Mexican nigga in Rite Aid because I took my mask down for a second. Uh-huh. And it was going crazy. I was like, corona, don't do this. and I walked out of the store, right? So I'm prepared. I got my mask on. I got my biochemical glasses. I got hand sanitizer. I got Lysol. I got Austin's favorite stuffed animal for luck. Mufasa from the Lion King. I took Mufasa up that motherfucker. So I walk in this compound. It's a dope ass space. I walk in. I open the door. And there's 4 white dudes in there with no mask on.
Just casual?
Yo.
Just chilling?
Maskless. Like, not a mask. And you know the last month, there's nowhere you're going to go in California where you're going to see 4 people together that don't have masks.
Right.
The homeless niggas got dirty masks. They making masks out of their dirty tits. I saw a nigga with a dirty ass, snotted up, ketchup, mustard mask, but he was masked up. So I walked in here, them niggas ain't had no mask, and I feel like I was in Goodfellas. When that motherfucker walked in, he said, fuck! I was like, these white people about to kill me. These niggas goddamn fucking, and they all had beards and shit, so they looked like, you know, like they looked like they fucking like, bow hunt and eat elk and shit. They all big, look like MMA niggas up in there, right? By the London werewolf shit. I walked in, these motherfuckers ain't had no mask. I was like, oh shit. I did like this. I said, oh, these niggas jumped me, right? And then I said, oh shit. I was like, white boys don't give a fuck. I said, y'all on some fuck corona shit, right? Y'all on some 6 feet fuck corona shit. They said, no. We all been tested.
Ooh.
And we negative. They said that. Then they said, you been tested? I said, no, them niggas backed up on me. They was like, oh, what the fuck, yo? They was looking like, they was like this, who let this motherfucking corona nigga? They looked at me like, man, we ain't gonna let a nigga give us corona, nigga. I ain't gonna like. It was like a white chick dating a black dude. Don't tell dad the goddamn nigger gave me corona. Goddamn corona nigger lover. You goddamn. Not only he's a nigger lover, he's a corona nigger lover. Goddamn corona nigger lover. You can't explain that to your dad, right? Right? So they jump back, I jump back, right? And then I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't got no motherfucking Corona test. Nigga, I'm prepared though. Right. You know what I mean? I wasn't being disrespectful to Corona. I just was like, psh, I don't know, but I ain't trying to, if I do, I ain't trying to give to y'all, and I ain't trying to, I'm doing the Corona shit. So Joe coming, this nigga happy as shit, right? This nigga fucking that glistening black dude I was telling you about, he was basically this nigga. He's the only white dude that hair shine like a black nigga head. Right? Little t-shirt on, smell like some new cologne and shit. He walked, he said, what's up, you ready? I was like, yeah. And then he said, I'm looking around, I was like, Joe, I'm like this. I said, niggas ain't got no mask or nothing around here. Nigga was popping, right? He was like, they been tested. He said, you been tested, right? This nigga ain't got no mask. This nigga just straight facing it. His face is in my face. He raw. Them niggas, all these niggas' faces is going raw. Yo, they had the raw face. Them niggas was raw. That was just like dick just out. Right? Raw. Right? He said, you been tested? I said, nah. He said, what? He said, you ain't been tested? I thought you been tested. You texted me. You said you been tested. I said, nigga, I ain't tell you. You told me that I want to get tested. I'm trying to get a test, nigga, but I ain't tell you I was tested. Yeah. You know?
You said yes.
Right. So he said, I said, no, listen, this is so funny. He said, he did like this. I'll show you the text. You told me. He was like this. Everything felt strong after that. He started flaying. He was like this. Fuck, you talk like motherfucker, we talked on the text. He like this. We just talked on the text, right? Everything is like this, fuck, right? So he get the text. He like this. Look, right here. It says it right there. He did like this. He said, I said, Corona negative. I took Corona test, Corona negative. And you said, yes, Corona negative. Yes, I'm Corona negative. I said, no, I said, yes. White people don't know how to use yas. I said yas. Like, if you find somebody negative, you like this. Yas negative. Yas God. You know? That's what the yas I meant. He thought it was yes, but no E nowhere. Right. The nigga wear glasses too, right? He did like this, right? And he said, oh shit, you want to get tested? I said, hell yeah. So now, we do the show, but we 6 feet. Mm-hmm. We 6 feet apart, whatever. Like, we ain't really taking no chances, like hugging or no shit like that. We 6 feet the same way. You know, the same way. It's right there. You and I, we're the same way. You know what I'm saying? Ruler these niggas. You ruler niggas. Right? So we 6 feet. So we cool, but it's still on the mind. Is this nigga sitting here with Corona for 3 hours? Right. So we got so we already like 2 hours and 50 minutes in. 10 minutes. You got a cough? It's okay to call. It's okay, yo. Motherfuckers. Oh my God. Yo, your face, son. Your face. Your face. You was like this. Yo, man, let me tell y'all. Listen, man, we can't go the rest of our lives without fucking coughing, bruh. Cough, bitch. Just cover your mouth. Just cover your mouth. The cough don't mean shit. These niggas think, that nigga rolling. That nigga rolling. That nigga rolling. Oh my God. So listen, man. Let it out. Get it out, man. Cough on these niggas. Fuck that cough. Man, go ahead. Be quiet. Go ahead. Right. Cough. Cough one time. Yo, shout out to y'all niggas. I'm just scared to cough. It's okay to cough around people, man. Cover your mouth. It don't mean you got the Rona. Drop it on them. You good? Yeah. But that's how it is now,
so
nigga.
I'm so scared because you keep giving me the eye.
I was up at Rite Aid the other day. I held the cough till I went outside. I was like this. They said next. I said. They came back. Yo, do you do this now? You walk past people. Do you hold your breath?
Oh, absolutely.
Yo, it's a nigga be across the street. You like this?
You got to.
So listen, okay, back to Joe. So I'm in there, we having a conversation. He was like, you ain't been tested? And he's like, okay, we gonna test you. I was like, all right, nigga. Mm-hmm. Right? So we do the show 2 hours and 50 minutes, 10 minutes left. I'm like getting worn out now. And he was like this, you gonna stay, right? it your shot? Yo, man, Joe Rogan today, this nigga had me do a corona test while I was a corona test at his facility. At his facility. You have to, first off, you have to get a corona test before you go on the show. And I just came back negative. Right, son?
Yes, negative.
Not today, corona.
I'm like, oh, nigga, what you trying to say? I'm rolling y'all niggas.
Yeah.
He like this, you gonna stay right? I was like, yeah. Because I was like this. When I think about getting tested, to be honest, you don't know where to start. And even on this show, I explained to the thing about that show, it was all about what's the new normal. Mm-hmm. And everything that he was preparing that's gonna be the new normal.
Yeah.
If you have a production or whatever, get tested, it's precautions for you and the other person. Right? So he was like, you gonna stay? I was like, hell yeah, nigga. But I was telling him on the show, I said, nigga, I don't even know where to get a test.
Yeah.
One of my friends whose wife's a cop, they don't know where to get a test. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, nigga, where do you go get tested?
Because I think at your local.
Okay, hear me out. This is the part people don't understand. Like, there is places to get tested. There are places to get tested. People were talking shit about Joe, like, how dare you use all those tests on your guests? Like we ain't supposed to give a fuck about us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they feel as though because you're a celebrity that you are taking
advantage.
But
the thing, me being a celebrity, I didn't know where to get a test. Mm-hmm. Because for the average person, when you think about a test, you like this. How you gonna get tested? This is when they tell you to get tested. When you have a certain level of symptoms.
Yes.
And that's what the part where the gray area is. Okay, I know you're talking about, yeah, I want to get tested. Okay, how do you feel? You feel great? I know you could be, they say you could be a carrier. But you feel great. That's why on the antibody test, if you take the antibody test and you test positive to the antibodies, it ain't like, oh my God, I'm gonna call my aunt, I ain't never come home. That's not what it's saying. It's saying that the antibodies, this is what I know, or the information I gather, that at some point it's been in your system.
Right.
So that means if at some point, if you're feeling good right now, and at some point it's been in your system, that means that your body was strong enough to fend it off,
right,
or building a defense mechanism against it.
Right.
That test is different from the diagnostic test.
Got it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Antibodies, like the first thing, but we're programmed to think like, oh, that nigga he just tested. We don't know people tested positive for. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they tested positive for corona. Was it diagnostics with the antibodies? And the antibodies don't, like a lot of people getting tested, they testing positive for the antibodies, but they living a normal life.
Right.
They're taking precautions, but that's not what you hear when you hear it.
But it doesn't confirm that you can't get it again.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I understand that 100%. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the ultimate death sentence. Right. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what you hear. They test, oh, that again. Okay, what, the antibodies? I know 5 people that have lived through it.
Right.
Know some other people that haven't. Fred the Godson, he didn't. And as much as we're talking about the COVID-19 or whatever, we still have to understand, somebody tried to hit me, oh, you was talking about Fred the Godson. What I'm saying is, the thing about this, like, motherfuckers got to do some change. We can make an argument, well, in the black community, we can't get so-and-so, we can't get this, and we could do all that shit. But we also could say, we could do something, and we could have change in our life where we tried to limit the chances of getting sick.
Like what type of changes?
Health, diet. You know what I mean? That's just what people want to dismiss. That's a big part of it. Mm-hmm. And I know that this disease doesn't pick anybody. It could be healthy or whatever. I understand that. But what we should be thinking about is, how do I just want to do something better for my life?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting up here as the picture perfect example of health or right decisions, but I'm thinking differently, you know? And that's what when me and Joe talked about it, he was like, when we took the test. So now it's crazy because I'm the first untested guest on this show. And while
Period?
Period.
Oh, wow.
I slipped through the cracks. I slipped through the cracks, and it's so funny. A black dude slipped through the crack. It's like, they were like, oh, this nigga, we was corona free until this nigga showed up ashy. Listen, so after we're waiting, the show's over. Mm-hmm. We're waiting for the doctor to show up, and now they get this. So when you guys were in there, the health department came through. Right? 12 o'clock that night, they had a different mandate in regard to if you're a business, how you have to operate. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just came out that day.
Right.
And with that, they got health niggas just jumping out on niggas. Bad boys, bad corona. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the corona come for you? They got niggas jumping out like, how many niggas in here? Where your mask at? They got that.
Right.
So, but Joe and them, they business was corona free because they've been tested. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like they was like had a like a corona speakeasy. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about in the podcast. They were doing what the new normal is going to be. I want to make we have limited staff, get tested. You know, so they going in, and Joe is a person that does not believe in editing a podcast or scrapping a podcast.
Okay.
It's his shit. He don't answer to a network. He only answer to him and consult with Jamie and other people, you know. And the funniest shit was them niggas explaining to the show. All them niggas was standing up all strong MMA like and shit, talking to each other. They was all like this, right? They all got shirts like this, right? They all in there. They just stand like this. So what's going on? What do you think? They like this. So yeah. They was thinking like
you
this.
Look stronger, by the way.
I told you this stuff.
What you been doing?
I've been, bang, bang, eating right, bow on these hoes. Let me get sexy. So they am just sitting down. The dilemma is, did they break any rules or anything? Right, break any rules or were they abusive or whatever? And they was nervous. For a second, the reason why they nervous is like that nigga, his channel going down is different from my channel going down. You know, my channel go down, nigga, I can't buy a bag of weed. You know what I'm saying? That nigga channel go down, it's like millions. Like, you don't roll the dice certain ways. But this what I respect about this nigga. His sense of integrity, like what I stand for, the nigga was shooting pool. You know, and I thought it was about to be another murder. You know, motherfucker starts shooting pool to distract himself. He's like looking at me like, Donnell, you play 9-ball? That's how the Italians, but
so all this is happening like within what time span?
Right after like 3 hours. So he went from a non-tested nigga, right? A non-tested nigga in there, literally and figuratively speaking, right? To health department came in like, oh my God, did we break any laws? Did we do anything wrong? Mm-hmm. You know, we got to do the podcast. And then they was already asking me, we just spoke 3 hours. They was like, Donnell, can you come back tomorrow? I'm like, fuck! Nigga, I was like, yeah, I could come back tomorrow, but we had so much gold. We had so much what I thought was gold on that joint. I was like, man, yeah, I'll come back, but we're gonna talk about some other shit. And then Joe was like, he said, this could fucking take us down.
Damn.
Yo.
Like, seriously?
Yeah. He was like this. I saw his eyes like, can we go down? Could this take us down? Right? And this was my thought. I was like, you didn't break any rules. Mm-hmm. You know, even me as a guest when I came in there, I said, there's a camera right there. They saw me come in with a mask, with gloves. They saw me the whole time. They saw me go into the studio like that. It's not like I was saying, sneak him in here. We don't know if he got corona or not. And you established a joint where you protect the safety of your business and your guest with a test.
Right.
Then they didn't know they was going to run it. I was like, I just want to say this. If anything, I don't want the word to be that Ashy Larry interrupted the entire Joe Rogan Experience, right? I was like, I don't have a problem coming back. He was like, cool, all right. And then he was like, we might have to scrap it. I was like, fuck, I'm trying to sell these candles. And then after a while, they thought about it. I was like, watch it. I was like, because everything that we talked about on the show was this situation going on right now. Mm-hmm. What do you do? as Joe Rogan would say, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do for the people that want to come to work? What do we do? What do we put money here? Can we put money into, what do we do? What do we do? Do we put the money into the antibody test? What do we do? Ostriches have 3 balls. What do we do? Did you know that a seahorse can have a baby? What do we do?
So how did it feel though when you found out your results from the test?
I was very happy.
Oh, did they stick what do they do?
That's diagnostic. They do the prick. They do blood to check out the antibodies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they when I found out, you try to do like 10 minutes, nigga. That was the longest pool game I ever played. But I'm not fucked up because I don't feel fucked up. Mm-hmm. The doctor says straight up, if you test positive for the antibodies, it's not in all. But Joe asked me, he said, was you afraid? I said, nah. I said, because I didn't feel fucked up. Mm-hmm. And me not feeling fucked up, I was like, whatever I'm doing, like, I didn't feel fucked up. So if I tested positive for whatever's going on, is I'm fighting it or beat it up. I was ready to get fucked up after that shit, nigga. I was like this, I had to try to Tito. But look, I'm trying to celebrate. Them niggas don't want to celebrate because they don't know if they going to get shut down, right? So I'm like, ain't nobody want to celebrate my negative corona. I'm like, nah, we good right there. And they're still like, what are we going to do, right?
The tension must have been
it was tension. I'm happy as shit. I'm like this. Whoa! I'm like, corona free on these bitches. Corona free on these. Yeah. Whoa.
You hit that whoa.
I was like, whoa. Yes. It was so funny. Nobody wanted to celebrate with me, right? Mm-hmm. I had to beg a nigga for a hug. This one dude said, come on, I'll hug you. Because I ain't hug nobody. I was like, come on, I'll hug you, Ashley. I don't give a fuck. No homo. Let me get one. But I didn't feel fucked up. But this is a thing, too. For that moment, it would give you, this is what people are going to get. Mm-hmm. A level of confidence or whatever for that moment. But then what I said to myself was like, well, at least whatever I'm doing, I know how not to get corona.
Right.
I know how not to get it. But at the same time, you can't be so comfortable that you don't take precautions anymore. Because in that moment, somebody like, I'm corona free, like, oh, nigga, you go shake a nigga hand like, nigga, I just tested just yesterday. I tested fucking negative. You did positive me.
Positive me.
Yeah, but it just it felt good, and it felt good for him in his show, cause I'm like, man, that's a motherfucking cash cow, you know. And then if motherfuckers thought niggas thought I ruined RZA's podcast.
Oh, you'd be done. They would have dragged you.
Yo.
For miles.
Yo, can you imagine that shit? You fucking ruined Donnell just. Oh my God, why the fuck do they keep having him on shows? He just ruined RZA's podcast and ruined Joe's podcast. Joe, you should have known. It was funny, man.
But I just wanted to say, for anyone living in LA County, just so they know, if you want to get tested, you go to covid19.lacounty.gov/testing, and you can find, if you're eligible, and if you're feeling any sort of symptoms, you can find a place near your address and where you live too.
And then even the case with Joe, people are upset because he has a doctor that administers these tests, but they're got. Joe, you got a cough.
I don't know. Also, I haven't spoken.
All right, that's enough of that. It's time for a good commercial right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw Javanta try to disguise the cough. As I said earlier, just because you cough doesn't mean you have a corona. But when somebody wants to cough, just hit them with this. Give them a second to get that cough out. Go ahead, get it off. Go ahead and cough. But again, this is a good time for a commercial break. That's right, last week we sold 175 black ash candles. People are saying, Donnell, I haven't got my stimulus check. That's okay. We'll take cash out. Angela Yee said she was a fan of the black ash candle. Snoop Dogg requested a black ass candle.
Hey.
Black ass.
Not a black ass.
Erykah Badu is going to get a black ass candle. Because Erykah Badu gifted me her pussy. Last episode I talked about, oh, it's off. I don't know how to use that voice. Last week I talked about her pussy. No one believed me. This week, being the researcher that I am and always want to...
Wait, what does it say on the package?
It says, Badu pussy. Package for you with heart love at the heart by E. Badu. And I know people think I'm going to have a unfair. I want you, because I heard on the streets that not only do men like to smell pussy, women like to smell pussy too. Shout out to one of y'all chicks that go both ways. We know at the end of the day, nothing can replace this dick. That's right. This dick comes with a temperature of 98 degrees with a curve going to the left. If you know your dick, shout it out. Let's go. All right. So. What? All right. So this. That to the left. That's right. Ergonomically friendly. All right. Hold on. I'm going to come over there.
Okay. Sure.
Oh.
Wow. We don't know. We're doing it.
What time is it?
Can you cut that part?
What time is it, Julius? She gonna smell Erykah Badu pussy live on camera. What does that mean? How long in this show?
You have it right there.
Oh shit!
All right, let me smell this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have fell in love with
Drum
black
roll?
ash.
Do we have a drum roll? No.
Oh shit! You fell in love with black ash. Some people. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
That don't stink. Hold on. All right. Wait a minute.
Mystery.
Let's get mystery.
Okay.
All right, you guys. You know how black ash smells. Some people have been curious on how. Wait.
It says for you.
Can I get suspense, man?
Hit it.
This is Javanta talking about Erykah Badu's pussy.
Okay, so for use, it says this is a premium product created with pure resin for a slow burn.
Oh, I gave you crickets. I'm sorry.
Asshole. For best results, use in 5 minute increments in an open area with good ventilation. Enjoy the experience.
And that's, how does it smell? I want a lighter pussy.
Oh my God. It's
Really? Should I burn it? Should we burn it?
Yes, we should. And it comes with little.
Can you give it to me?
Can you guys see this?
Man, don't bother. This ain't no goddamn infomercial, man.
Oh, but it's so. Oh, this
All right, ready? Sell it. Sell
I
it.
can't even describe the smell, but
Sell it.
It smells like.
Sell that pussy, Javanta. Javanta, sell the pussy, Javanta.
It's floral.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you don't know how to sell a pussy?
I know how to sell a pussy.
Okay, sell it. Let's go.
So it has a floral scent, also a sense of sweetness. So it's a mixture, a generous mixture of sweet and floral. I see a strawberry in here. I see raspberries. Ooh, yeah. So it's fruity, it's sweet, and floral.
It's fruity, but what about the nuts? Does it have a nut?
Nuts not included, baby.
Nuts not included, but
Nuts
that's right. If you had Erykah Badu pussy, I'm sure that you would include the nuts.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
What? I gave her some pussy in a bag, ladies and gentlemen. I want to shout out my man Get Right.
Yes.
Yo, man, I love Good Right. Get Right is a
Get Right.
fucking Get Right is a fucking angel. I love Get Right. I guess this podcast was about another podcast.
Yeah, it's your experience. Your experience, and it's a rough time. And
you know what?
See, every single time, Donnell. Every single time.
I'm sorry.
Every single time.
All right, go ahead. Finish the story.
Well, now you're on your phone, so.
I'm on my phone because I got to call somebody and let them know how I felt when I didn't have that antibody. I was talking about that time when I had a lot of hair. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I had a lot of hair. I got older. I didn't want it, so I had to use that shit called Nair. You know, Nair is hair remover for your head. I knew these bitches were gonna laugh at me. I was like, oh, my career as a comedian genius is dead.
Bomb.
Everybody is quarantined and they all alone. I'm about to call my mother and see if I can get her on the phone to ask her why she let them do that to my head in the hospital. That might be the riddle for diddle. Whoa! Where you at, Ma?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Ma? This is your son.
Not much.
What you doing?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Ma.
Yes?
All right, listen. You're on my show. Don't try. You ain't got to put no...
Oh, God, you pretty faint, though.
You ain't got to put no lipstick or nothing on, Ma.
Oh, God have mercy.
God have mercy on me. No, let me explain, Ma.
Oh, Jesus.
Why Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this question I'm about to ask you, Ma?
Oh.
All right. Okay. I was talking about, because I'm letting my hair grow. I'm going to get dreads, right?
And my phone better not go out.
Your phone not going to go out. Mom, listen, I'm growing dreads, right? You saw, y'all know, said your son is growing his hair back out, right? And people are laughing at me because the middle don't really grow in like it's supposed to, right?
I can't. Okay.
I said, Ma, listen, can you hear me?
Yes.
I said, I'm growing my hair out. I'm getting dreads, right? And the top ain't really growing, doing what I wanted to do. The sides,
I know, but it looks good.
Thank you, Ma. Only a mom can say that. Only a mom can say that. So, and I told him, Javanta, say hi, Javanta.
Hi, Mama.
How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm well.
That boy always getting me off the joint here.
Listen, Ma. So, I told him, she asked me when did I start losing my hair, and I told her what age I'd cut it off. And I said I was afraid to cut my hair off because I was an incubator baby, right? I stayed in the hospital sometime after you left. And those nurses didn't turn my head. They
sure did not. That's the truth.
Yeah, why you let them do that, Ma?
I wasn't there. I was at home and you was in the damn hospital.
How you leave me in the hospital, Ma?
I couldn't stay there. I come visit you, but I couldn't stay there.
Why you
Jesus.
Ma, I ain't holding against you. Why you ain't just stay up there with me, Ma? Why you leave me in there with
oh, Jesus, I was so damn young.
Yo, Ma, so you just left me. You just left me.
No, don't do that.
How long did I stay, Ma? How long did I stay?
God, you stayed 2 weeks.
And you see the back of my head, right?
But they wouldn't, back then. They didn't let you pick and do all that with your baby.
This was before...
They kept you separate and junk.
Oh, man. So...
and I was dumb and stupid. That's what I was. I was so mad.
Why you let them do that to me, Ma?
Don't you do that to me.
Oh,
Don't you do that to me.
You let them do that to me, Ma.
I didn't let them.
You didn't stop them. I can't believe it. You was young. I'm never going to say you was dumb. You was young.
I was 17. Good God Almighty. When I went in there, I thought I was going to die.
Oh, my God. It was
them women in there, oh, my Lord, I thought I was going to die.
Why?
And then the nurse said, I don't know why them women hollering like that. This is 5th and 6th child. I said, oh, God, I know I'm going to die now. Oh, Jesus. I knew I was gonna die.
Oh, my head was that big. Oh,
No. I was scared.
Everybody was scared. But
I thought I was gonna die.
I'm so happy that you was young and dumb and you gave me life, Ma, and I love you. And I'm still beef with you because whenever I think about how crooked my head is in the back.
Oh, God have mercy. When you come home, I tried to straighten it out.
Hey, Ma.
I was rubbing and rubbing. I tried to straighten it. I didn't even let you lay down on that side. I was trying to straighten it out.
All right, Ma, listen.
Did he wear a helmet? Ask if you wore a helmet.
Did I wear a helmet?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I had a helmet, Ma.
No, you ain't had no helmet.
Okay. All right, Ma, listen. Hey, Ma, people know you as you the
You
same.
come, oh my God, you embarrassing me like this.
I'm
Jesus
not
have
embarrassing
mercy.
you, but Ma, everybody in Alexandria know your energy. You sing, you rap, you do whatever, you dance. God get into you. You know what I'm saying? Could you, if you was a rapper, Ma, and you had to rap about me, what would you say?
Oh God, a rap.
Bars.
Lord Jesus. Please look down on this child of yours. He coming for you, God. He coming. He gonna listen though. It take him a while, but Lord, yes he does. He get it. After a while, by and by. He gets it.
Those are called bomb bars.
Yes, sir.
You niggas know nothing about that. I love you, Ma.
I love you too, boy.
Bomb bars, motherfuckers.
Oh my God, that's my son, Lord, that's my son.
Look at God.
That's my son. That's my son.
I love you, Ma. Bye.
Love you, boy.
All right.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
No choice. Get right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
Oh, your mom is so sweet.
The show's over. Yo, when I tell y'all, my God is a good God, look at God.
Yo, what y'all don't know is get right out there, getting right. We gonna close it like this.
I'm getting right, man.
Y'all playing games out here in this street. Y'all playing games out here in this goddamn street. What are y'all talking about? Ain't no fucking thing is no goddamn excuses. 65 and doing shit like The Rock. Y'all wanna know why they call him Get Right?
I'm getting right.
Cause my man mother